what we found is you could be a 6-figure financial advisor. You could be literally one of the top 10 tech companies in the world that we've worked with. There's 3 buckets, it turns out, that every team needs to be thinking about from like a core operations. And so CPR is that core, and it stands for communication, planning, and resources. And so the example that I use is, imagine you were going to take your team camping in the forest. We're going through a recession. So maybe instead of a team retreat at a hotel, now you've got to go to a forest. Okay. So imagine for a second, you're on your team retreat in a forest. Like, what would you need? You would need maybe a manual for how to put the tent together and what to do if a bear comes. You would need walkie-talkies to communicate with each other. And you would also need a map to navigate out of the forest. So those are kind of the 3 distinct tools that you would need on that team retreat. Same in your team and in your business. You need to communicate both with your team and with your clients and your vendors. There's different tools for internal communication and external communication. You need to plan. Like, no matter what you do, you have tasks and projects and work that needs to get done. You should be able to click one button and know, what's Nick working on today? Click another button, what's the status of this project? Click another button, what did I delegate to people that hasn't yet gotten done? Those things in 99.99% of businesses are not 1 or 2 clicks away. It's many, many back and forth messages and frustration. And yes, most of the time you can't even get to the bottom of it. And then lastly, you have resources. Like, you've got digital knowledge, you've got intellectual property, you have your SOPs, your processes. How you do payroll is something that is intellectual property to your business. What your sales process is, what your sales scripts are, what your core values are. This all needs to be documented and easy to retrieve. And so you need different tools to put things in these buckets. And in your personal life, you're already doing this, right? When you do your laundry, you don't just take stuff out of the dryer and stick it into one drawer. You separate your socks in one drawer and your underwear in another drawer. And you take the time to do that, not because it's the fastest, but tomorrow when you need to put an outfit together, it's faster to retrieve. And so it's the same in business. But instead of clothing drawers, you've got information drawers, and different pieces of information belong in different drawers.
Yeah, I love that. Instead of you having to onboard every single person, there's a systematic approach to helping them get up to speed.
If you do something more than once that you don't like doing, you should be thinking, how do I figure out a strategy to never have to do it again?
Amen.